Hey friends, it's 1:20 p.m. Thursday, January 28th, 2021. Thank you for joining me. Happy full moon. Um, we're just riding the crest of the wave right now. We're about 2 hours or so after the exact peak, but we'll definitely be feeling the energy for the next couple of days or so. And I like to think of the analogy of the full moon as like this massive wave of energy. And so if we have been able to consistently stay in alignment, we can have the feeling of when you catch a wave, if any of us have ever body surfed or boogie boarded, that actual literal feeling of when you catch it just right, you wait for it, and when the undertow starts to pull out, and then you swim up into it, and then you let the wave pull you in, and then it pulls you up onto the crest, and then that feeling of I've already done it, and I can feel that I've done my part, and I caught it right, and now the wave's pulling me in, and I just get to enjoy the ride. And then the peak of the full moon is like riding up on the crest of the wave if we're in alignment. But if we're not fully in alignment, it can feel like the wave is crashing down on top of us. Um, and so it's just a playful analogy, wanting to speak on compassion and the power of it. So, regardless of where we find ourselves on that scale of alignment, um, the mastery of step 4 and 5, as Abraham points out to us, is recognizing the value of contrast while it's happening. And so, therefore, it's like we're responding from love rather than reacting in an unconscious, egoic way, in the way that Eckhart teaches us. So, when we have compassion for ourselves or anybody, but compassion as we would define it as being in alignment with pure positive energy while being aware of something or even ourself that isn't fully in alignment with pure positive energy. And that seems like a little paradox there, because if we're not feeling pure positive energy, how do we have compassion for ourselves, which is defined as feeling pure positive energy and being aware of something that is not fully in alignment with pure positive energy? So ultimately, words are just carriers of vibration. So I'm sure if you guys are resonating, you'll recognize the point here. So the way that we accomplish that and resolve that seeming paradox is, it's like having compassion just automatically aligns us with our source perspective. So whether we're talking about other people or ourselves, that functions the same way, but what's most relevant is how we relate to ourselves, and then that's going to manifest in how we relate to others. So there's really only one relationship, the relationship between ourself and our inner being. And so we can have the perspective of our inner being, who is always having compassion and understanding. So we've created our reality from a higher perspective. So the very challenges and things that may have caused us the most discomfort or emotional pain throughout our life, we in fact created from a higher perspective. So it's all about trajectory. So when we recognize this with clarity and we have compassion for ourselves, and we're able to be aware of an experience or even feel viscerally in our mental, emotional body, whether it's physical or emotional pain, but we can actually be aware of it and simultaneously appreciate it. So it's like surrendering resistance to our desire. Like in the Tao Te Ching, it says, if you wish to be healthy, you must allow yourself to be sick. If you wish to be whole, you must allow yourself to be broken. So it's this very simple, natural process that when we just stop resisting what isn't already in alignment, that naturally puts us into momentum that's leading us to where we want to be with that exact alignment. And sometimes it can mean completely staying off that subject altogether, because everything is vibration. So if we have one subject that's in vibrational alignment, we can literally just focus on that one subject, and it'll automatically cause all of the subjects to come into alignment with this pure positive vibration. So thank you. I love you. Let's have a wonderful day. Let's ride the wave to the best of our ability, and even if it's crashing down on top of us, let's just have fun like little kids at the beach, actually deliberately letting the waves crash down on top of us because it feels so good and we know that it's natural and we're secure. So if we just have this playful perspective and do our very best to have compassion for ourselves and others, this is enough to guide us through ever expanding synchronicity and actual, tangible, visceral, emotional guidance that's directly from Source, our inner being, in direct response to our call of desire. So it's constantly, literally, just like this magical best friend who wants what we want because they are us, and it just has this graded perspective. So we always have this magical friend whispering in our ear vibrationally, and we feel it emotionally. So if it feels good, it is good. So if it feels good, that's our inner being saying, go that way. So let's go the way that our inner being is nudging us through our emotional guidance. And I look forward to rendezvousing with you in the vortex. Much love.